wait for that to go past, and make a run on up there. Make a run. Oh, it's gonna hurt. It is just gonna hurt. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. Come around the corner. And here, uncharacteristically, I'm going to just wait. Just waiting for a little bit here. I'll show you what's going on here. So there's a lever here that you can push that you actually adjust the direction that the balls fly out of. They always go in, the direction that that's pointing, basically. And we are waiting right now because we want to go back in that same direction that we were in, but we want to wait just a little bit before we do it. Just a little bit. Wait for a couple more of those balls to go. In the meantime, there is a trap up here that we can just spring and let go. And one more of those giant boulders. And then we will go ahead and push this from this direction to start shooting boulders just out the side of this. Cool. Now, if we run down here, there's actually an item down there that you have to drop down onto and fight that snake first. I wanted a plunging attack, but that's okay. She is not super durable. Soul of a large, proud knight. And some sorcerer's equipment, and the sorcery hush, which makes it so that you do not make sound. How clever of a name. This is still not the main reason why we were going in that direction, though. Not just yet. Although, I think that there's something else that we can get down here in terms of items. There is an elevator, and we notice that it goes up from here, and down from here, and that it is covered in blood. If you go up on it, it stabs you. That's why it's covered in blood. And then it goes back down. So we are interested in taking that, but we are more interested in first not getting mowed down by these boulders, that's for sure. We want to retrace our steps, which is this way. Got a little bit sidetracked there. A little bit sidetracked. And we see that our happy lizard buddy is still here. Gonna land a good plunging attack on her. And if we come on down here... Oh, not quite yet. Not quite yet. If we come on down here, this is disappointing. We did not wait for enough of those boulders to go past. Ho hum. Be wary of chest. There are mimics in this game. This is one of them. Mimics are super tough, actually. And I am just gonna go ahead and burn. I missed my greater combustion a couple of times. Jeez, alright. We are going to be coming up on a bonfire pretty soon, so that is okay to use a few too many greater combustion on him. But mimics do drop great loot and give you quite a few souls. Lightning Spear is, if we can equip it, our new weapon for the time being. Where is it in our inventory? It's down a little bit here. Lightning Spear, 160, 160, does 320 damage total, and it is easily equipable. Holy cow, are we ever going to equip that Lightning Spear? Yeah, yeah we are. And this is actually where that elevator would have taken us down to. So we'll go ahead and take that up. Only one floor, otherwise it does make with the stabbing. Yeah, it'll just go up a little bit and stab you right there. come right back into the middle of this hallway. And unfortunately, we need to start kicking a few more boulders in that direction we were in. First, we need to go up here. Cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Which direction is that? Certainly not that direction. Certainly not the direction we just came from. Turn this away. We're just gonna, you know, get that movement to glitch a little bit while we wait for these boulders to go. Might as well, you know, test our expressions out here. See if we gotten any new ones that we haven't thought too much about. No, but we do like the well, what is it expression. That stone helmet is quite horrifying looking. Quite scary indeed. Well, you know what this would be a good time to do? This would be a great time to go through and show you guys some of the equipment that we've gotten. This halberd, we can't actually one-hand, we can two-hand it though. Yeah. Oh wow, that's got a pretty sweet fierce attack. Feels like it would be good at taking out large quantities of enemies at once. A partisan feels like it'll just be a spear, really. One-handed and two-handed. Sure. Does that have any special effects on it or anything? Does not seem to have any special effects. What else do we have in here? The gargoyle tail axe is something that we hadn't equipped yet. Don't know why it actually causes all of those effects on you while it's first equipped. But it's kind of cool because it is a tail. It does bend when you attack with it. You can really see that in the fierce attack there. Very, very bendy. Yeah, of course I can't wield that effectively. Look at that freaking chunk of stone. It brings back terrible memories of how I got cursed trying to swing the Drake sword one-handed. Just leaves you stunned for so long. Let's see here, what else is there? A store of straight sword. Pretty typical sword. Pow, 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 pow. Pow. Steady. Pretty familiar moveset. Anything else worth looking at here? I suppose that there's the great club, as long as we're wielding stuff we can't actually wield. Oh. Did I equip that in the wrong slot? Yeah. Ugh. And I guess you don't have different fearsome and light attacks if you can't equip the weapon effectively in the first place. There's also the Morning Star. That's actually something that we can equip. Oh, it does inflict bleeding, it looks like. Inflicts thrust damage. It's kind of interesting. Plus got the butcher knife that Man-Eater Mildred uses. Ugh, so much recovery time, so impossible to use. That shotel that we actually can use. It's like a little scythe. Not like a Grim Reaper scythe, but like a real wheat-cutting scythe. Do we have any awesome huge shields? Nah, we don't yet. There are great shields in the game that you can hide behind. Pretty cool. Server. We're playing this game on a server. Swinging a server. Well, that'll pretty much do it. Go ahead and get our Uchigatana back. And also equip our Pyromancy Plan, which is actually down from where we were. Down. There we go. And go back to kicking these boulders out. Gotta be time to use that. Head on down here. Gonna be quite upset if that was not enough time. Because that was enough time to look through all of my weapons. That seems like a lot of time. Alright, and we see that waiting has paid off. The boulders have fallen down into this hole, and we can come over here and grab this ring. Not sure how you would ever know that without following some sort of guide or looking it up on some sort of a wiki. And here is where those boulders will finally fall once that hole has been filled up. And that is the covetous serpent ring that maybe I will just wander around with. It actually boosts your item discovery by an incredible amount. So right now we're at 133 because we're carrying around some humanity. If you have 0 humanity, you're at 100. And this boosts it by 200. So pretty huge. If you've got 0 humanity, it makes it 3 times more drops. Quite nice when you are farming stuff. On our way back up here to the boulder dispenser. Is there anywhere else that we need to investigate very closely? Seems like people are fond of putting signs up there. Doesn't look like we want to drop down on that. This is actually where that lizard man was standing over there. We have been there before. We do not need to go there again. We've already checked out both directions here. Got a ring of steel protection. You will notice that we have completely replaced the rings that we are actually equipping in like a couple of seconds. And that is also backtracking. We need to go the direction with the trap that we disabled. Right over here. Typical Sen's Fortress. There's 4 whooshing blades of doom here. Turns out that the correct thing to do here is not to try and like stand in between them like we've done in the past. These are all close enough together that you just need to sprint. Just need to sprint past those. We've got a lizard buddy over here. Sup, lizard buddy? Yeah, how are you doing? How are you doing? You can get that big old sword that the lizards wield. Oh, you can also get stunned by the lizards. That's not great. There he goes. And over here there is a pit. Pretty deep looking pit. Really wish I would have bought some prism stones at some point from that female undead merchant. This looks like it could have been an invisible, or sorry, a fake wall, I guess I'd say. And I do not know why I have decided that these lizards are female and the other ones are male, but I most certainly have made that decision in my head. I guess maybe I've made that by just analogy to the the goddess Shiva in Hinduism. It's also got all the legs. There's also like Ganesh, you know, that's another god, and is an elephant, and I believe male. Oh dear. Well, here, you need to kill this before you go across there, in my opinion. Do we still have throwing knives? Because that actually, we don't need to do hardly any damage to that lizard. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a firebomb. That'll do it. That will do it. Pretty much every attack causes you to step forward in this game. So even throwing things, make sure you are not flush up against the edge. Make sure that you've got a step forward that you can take without falling to your death.